Chaz Lanier, Jahmai Mashack, selected in the NBA draft. 4 downs, brought to you by Ted Russell Ford.net, TedRussellLincoln.net. Let's go ahead and get to it. Coop, what should we do?
Cooper Mays here. Hit like and subscribe.
Thanks, Coop.
Coop here. First down.
All right. Chaz Lanier to Detroit. Do you like that?
I do like this. Detroit actually has a little bit of a pipeline of Tennessee basketball players now because they had Tobias Harris. And I actually agree with him not being a first round pick. I think we talked about some of his issues as he was a late bloomer and his shot form is not going to work in the NBA. He's got to work on that. But a lot of people are drawing comparisons to Malik Beasley, knockdown shooter with shot making creativity is the way Detroit sees him, which is exactly what they need. The question becomes, how much shot making creativity is he going to have once he's forced to develop to improve his actual shot form? And one of the things that helps him, though, is that he will be able to spread the floor for Cade Cunningham, who Detroit's building their franchise around. So Chaz is a role player to help for him. I actually like this for him going to Detroit a lot.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Good job, Chaz.
Cooper Mays here. Second down.
Jahmai Mashack to Memphis. I'm always worried, like when Joey Kent was drafted by the Titans. That was a little bit of a reach in the second round, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I'm always worried when the in-state professional team takes a college guy from that state because this is a business still. It's a sport, but it's a business. And it always makes me wonder, do you want to sell just a couple hundred more tickets? That always makes me worry. Should I be worried?
No, you shouldn't. The Grizzlies would never do that as a franchise. One, Memphis is very different from the rest of the state of Tennessee. It's the one part of the state where the majority of fans aren't Tennessee fans. And more importantly, when it comes to basketball, Tiger basketball is a much bigger deal than Vol basketball within the city of Memphis. Also, if Memphis was going to do that, they'd do that with Tigers, and they don't do that with Tigers. So I don't think they would do that with Vols. I think Jahmai Mashack, I think they really loved his ability to play on the wing and his ability to defend. Memphis just got rid of Desmond Bane. They're not technically starting over, but they're trying to rebuild a new core around Ja and Jaren Jackson Jr. They need more perimeter defense. That's a big thing. I think they specifically looked for perimeter defense with Jahmai Mashack here.
All right. 4 downs brought to you by Ted Russell Ford. Where did Igor go?
A beacon of hope in a world of high prices. Look to the skies, Knoxville. Super savings is here. Ted Russell Ford is East Tennessee's #1 Volume 4 dealer. Employee pricing is here. You pay what we pay on all new Ford models. Come see the super dealer today at either Ted Russell Ford location, Parkside Drive, or Kingston Pike.
All SEC center Cooper Mays here. 4th down.
Oh, no.
Tennessee center Cooper Mays here. 3rd down.
Golly, Coop. It's like my favorite play in football is when the center doesn't know the snap. So he thinks it's on 2 and it's on 1. But he just holds the ball and the other 10 players jump off sides. So, no, I see that. I giggle every time.
No, I
the other 10 guys.
It's actually one of the funniest parts of. I'm totally on your side.
He's just sitting there and he's like, "God, blame it." All right, 3rd down. Where's Igor going?
All right, Igor has signed a 10-day exhibition contract with the Sixers. This has nothing to do with Philly. They're just giving him a look. He ain't gonna be an NBA player. Anybody that watched Igor Milicic last year, that dude barely belonged as a starter.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, let me ask you this. I'm changing up the last one.
All SEC center Cooper Mays here. 4th down.
All right. Why are we not? How surprised are you? We're not talking about Darlene Stone Dubar.
Shocked. Genuinely shocked. I thought he was the next Dalton Connect, and he never lived up to that potential. Now, he had a family issue, and he got hurt last year. He should have redshirted. It was a big mistake for him to not redshirt. I think he tried to push his way back. I think Rick Barnes thought also that it was too good of a team to not have him push his way back. But I hate that his career ended the way it did. But it was just a very unfortunate situation with those two things happening. He should have redshirted, and if he had, then Tennessee could be looking at a potential title team this year. with what they have. So I think
Yeah.
I feel so horrible for him on that.
Now, the good news about football is, I'm sorry, basketball, is that he probably can go someplace in Europe and make $300,000-$400,000. I
Yep.
know a ton of guys that did that. And, when you're in football, you're just, what are you going to play for that little goofy thing they had recently?